What's shaking, Mega Maniacs? It is Monday, March 28th. It is the final Raw before WrestleMania. Things have certainly heated up. We got everything in place. Every match is announced. All the cards have fallen down. And it's time for us to take a look at what they got on the plate for us and what we're thinking right before we go into WrestleMania. We're going to be talking about we think about it, but we call this the most interactive post-Raw experience for available because we want to know what you out there are thinking as well. So if you got an opinion out there, tweet it to us at Raw Post Show. Get on our voice, what's called the voice midget again, the voice widget on megapowersradio.com. Hornswoggle is standing by.
We have a voice midget?
Awesome. Yeah, we have a voice midget. We got that in our budget. Thank you to all of our wonderful Patreon donators. We've been able to afford our own voice midget. It's great. We also have the chat room rolling already. Shout-outs. We got a lot of people here early. We got Wazili, Angie Pie, Silent Wind of Doom, which is not the wind I have outside, that's for sure. Ben Guest 1, Kenneth Cade already in the chat, Kaylin Ferris, Peter Picanini, who I believe was at Raw itself, Drew, that's you. Lassie Lundholm. I don't think I've ever seen that name here before. Welcome. We got 7 people listening elsewhere. If you want to hang out in the chat, because there's lots of cool people there who are going to have a conversation going while we are as well, navigate yourself there. Just click on wherever you see the Mixler URL, wherever you're listening on Facebook, or if you're listening on the Mega Powers Radio website, it'll bring you there. You might have to register. I don't know how that works exactly. I assume you do. And you can chat with all those cool folks. And that's pretty much all I got to tell you about how you're going to get involved in the show tonight. In the meantime, we are going to get things started. My name is Mike Payton, station director here and host of the Raw Post Show every week here on Mega Powers Radio. And with me tonight, returning after a long absence, Mr. Stephen Hoego.
Yep, I'm back.
How was your trip?
Wasn't bad. I mean, I'm feeling the jet lag still, but the trip itself was pretty fun.
So did you drive over there?
Shit, I didn't do any driving over there. It would have been dangerous.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, were you able to transition back to driving on the wrong side of the road?
Well, I'll put it this way. When I got back in, back to our car, the first door I went into was the wrong one.
Now, I heard a rumor that not all of England actually drives on the wrong side of the road. It's just like the big cities. Is that true?
Well, it's called the left side of the road, and no, everywhere in England, everywhere drives on the left side of the road. Different parts of Europe don't, though.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm mistaken it for. So why is England going to be weird?
I don't know, but what's weird about Spain is they drive on the right side of the road.
There's a lot of weird things about Spain.
But
we don't have enough time in one podcast.
They drive on the right side of the road, but still have the steering wheel on the opposite. It makes no sense.
Oh, that's very odd.
Mm-hmm.
Very odd. All right, well, let's keep moving along here. We got with us the host of the year, according to your votes, and the leader of the fucking shit-headed losers, Mr. Drew White.
Someone actually told me that if I was ever to have fans, that they would be called the Drew Crew.
Oh, I thought you were like a celebrity, Drew.
Well, yeah, what happened to you, Mr. Big Balls?
I think we humbled him.
Well, nah, see, the issue is, without Stephen Wago here, there wasn't many big ball chants lately, so now I guess since you're back...
Drew's balls shrank 3 sizes that day.
No, in a serious conversation, one of my coworkers was like, hey, Drew, if you had fans, they'd be called the Drew Crew. I'm like, yeah, they exist.
Yeah, we already decided that name 3 years ago. This person needs to get up with us, yo.
Exactly.
And lastly, the main man of SmarkOutMoment.com and the host of the Smack Talk podcast. And hey, I'll introduce him by his team too. The leader of Tony's Tykes 2 and soon to be Tony's Tykes 3, Mr. Tony Mango.
Now, should we go with the kind of thing with 3 doesn't really work as well? Should we go Tony Tykes Trio or something like that?
Tony's Tykes the Third.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works best.
I like it.
Oh, we got that established quick.
Yeah. All right. Well, make sure you tune into our draft special, which we'll be doing shortly after WrestleMania, live here on the Mega Powers Radio Raw Post Show. All right, guys, we got a lot to get into. A very awesome edition of Raw, the good, bad, and the ugly, favorite commercial for the night, and a brand new game. Perhaps you might have heard it similar to Name That Tune. We're calling it Name That Sweet Chin Music. We'll see how you guys do with that one at the end of the show. Meanwhile, we got to talk about all the things that happened on Raw tonight. Let's start off with the big question I always like to ask you guys, and this is very important since we're going into WrestleMania. What is the number one thing you walk away from this show tonight. Drew, you start us off.
The number one thing I took away from the show is it doesn't matter what WWE has done over the past few weeks. This crowd at Mania, they're just gonna rip Reigns apart, and that's a damn shame because Reigns has improved so much, and he doesn't really deserve all the shit that he's gonna get. But he drew the short stick, I suppose, and sucks to be him, I guess.
Sucks to be you, Roman. Silent the Doom is wishing that we were doing another edition of Name That Ass. First
We
off,
all wish we were.
it's Whose Ass Is This? And we will do another edition of Whose Ass Is This soon. Don't worry.
No, if the Sweet Chin music game is anything like I hope it is, we should have one that's all about Abner Johnson's ass and which show it was on with his ass.
But I'd win that.
So, no, it wouldn't just be named Ahmed Johnson's ass. You got to name what pay-per-view or event it was from.
Pretty much.
Oh, goodness. Wego, what's the number one thing you took away?
The number one thing that I took away from this entire show was if you'd watched the first half an hour, that's all you needed. Honestly, nothing really did much for Mania and the rest of the night.
Really?
Roman Reigns and Triple H, kind of because of the audience, just fell flat. In fact, I think the audience was terrible tonight. They killed a lot of things.
I thought the crowd was amazing tonight.
I don't know, man. I think even Marie got a very good reaction.
Oh, that was one of the best segments of the night, in my opinion. All right,
Women's wrestling.
We're going to get into this. Tony, one thing you took away.
A resounding meh.
Really?
Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. There were issues that I had with it, but at the same time, there were some good things. This isn't a go-home show for WrestleMania. It's a go-home show for Payback.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Really?
Yeah.
There was
It wasn't
Undertaker,
horrible. It wasn't great.
There was Brock Lesnar. You think they're going to be on the go-home show to Payback?
Well, I'm not talking literally. I'm talking the quality of the episode was good for if it would have been a lesser pay-per-view, but if it would have been, this is exactly how I would have wanted to go home for WrestleMania, can't say the same.
Well, I will agree with you with that, but the thing is, compared to last year's Go Home show, they didn't have to do that much better. All you had to do was not end the show with a tug of war with the title, and they would have done
Can
a
you
better
really
job
call
of the
that a
show.
tug of war, though? It's more like a, come on, let go of it.
I don't remember where I saw it, so I wish I could credit who I saw this in my Facebook feed, but someone equated it to Roman Reigns trying to steal Brock Lesnar's purse. That's my purse. I don't know you. That's a King of the Hill reference. I don't think.
No, I thought you were just doing a terrible Brock impression. It's like, he doesn't sound like that at all. Shit.
Oh, if it's King of the Hill, Tony automatically hates
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It was
That show's
Bobby
terrible.
of all things, too. So let's break down the build for each one of our big matches here. And let's start off with the title match. Roman Reigns and Triple H. That we had a number of segments between these guys tonight, and the majority of it was pretty much Triple H kicking Roman's ass one way or another, usually with the help of lots of other people. My favorite one is when Roman's in the back about to be interviewed by Renee Young, and all of a sudden, Bubba Ray Dudley just starts yelling him off camera to the side. You see him, hey, you! Hey, look at me, you jerk! And he just keeps like egging him on to eventually coming over to him. And just the things he starts yelling at him, he's like, you got yourself in a real predicament, huh? Yeah, just leave the girl over there. Come on, get over here. You want more of these hands?
This is a good example of you can use the Dudley Boys correctly.
Oh
They
my
just choose
God.
not to.
This was the best use of the Dudley Boys since they've been returned.
Bubba was awesome.
Bubba was amazing. This was shades of the Bully Ray character. Devon comes off to the side. That's what eventually outnumbers Roman, and then Triple H comes from behind 3-on-1. Roman, of course, doesn't stand a chance.
Ugh.
Out of all the Triple H and Roman segments, this was easily the best one.
And what's sad about that is it was good, but it wasn't anything spectacular. And this is supposed to represent the main event of the pay-per-view of the biggest show of the year.
You know, the more I think about it, I don't think this is the main event.
They said it was the main event.
Bullshit! You were defending that hardcore last week. You can't turn around on that.
I will tell you, it depends on one thing, and that's if Undertaker is winning or losing. Because if he's losing, it's that's the main event.
Keep in mind, they refer to things as main events and don't put it last.
Yeah, you're right. But they put that on last
WrestleMania.
tonight.
Like they'll make up however many main events they want to have. Like this is a fucking quadruple main event.
guaranteed, if you have any interviews coming up with the Divas Championship match, like say Charlotte gets interviewed from like some fucking local newspaper around that area or something like that, guaranteed she's going to say it's a pleasure to be wrestling in one of the main events of WrestleMania.
And I have no problem with that. If they build that as the main event of the Divas division, you could get away with that.
That's true.
Yeah, the main event's AJ Styles, motherfucker.
I think it's very obvious that the main event is Usos versus the Dudleys.
Shit, this was the best way that they incorporated that feud since then, like you said. Like this match was like utter ridiculous bullshit. I didn't care about it at all.
Wait, what match? We weren't even talking about a match.
The Usos versus the Dudley Boys. Like, it was like, that's really going to be at WrestleMania? That's fucking stupid. But when you incorporate Bubba Ray and he's going up against Roman Reigns on SmackDown and they have him show up and he does this, I loved how he said, you want to finish what we started on SmackDown. That actually kind of makes SmackDown seem worth something. And it was fun. Like, so now I actually kind of care a little bit about the Usos backing up their cousin and, beating them.
Yeah, but now I just want Bubba Ray to kick the shit out of them.
Oh, I totally still want him to win. Yeah. They could beat the shit out of Devon and then Bubba Ray can come in and just beat up all three.
There's an easy way to make that WrestleMania match fantastic. Give Bubba a microphone the entire match.
Yeah, hook him up like Abraham Washington used to.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's much better than Devon. I think Devon just was the one who just kept yelling, "Yeah, you ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad."
Devon's just there to get tables and do the headbutt.
And I think he's the first one to do the "was up."
Yeah.
If I'm actually going to praise them for doing something good on SmackDown. I've watched the past 2 episodes. They're a lot better than what they have been in the past. They actually implement more on there, and it might just because they're building up to WrestleMania. But I might be checking out SmackDown more going forward.
I feel like WWE has weirdly hit this phase where they want you to actually be tuned into everything. Like, it used to be the only thing they cared about was Raw, but now they care about Raw, they care about WWE.com, they care about the app, they care about the network, they care about SmackDown, they care about NXT, they care about
it's adding more.
Stone.
I mean, the thing is, if this brand split with huge quotes, because I really still don't believe it's going to happen.
Fucking not.
Yeah, if they're really going to do that, I guess they're doing a decent job of trying to make it seem like you should watch SmackDown. So I'll give them credit for that, but fuck, if they do a brand split, oh, fuck me. I can't watch this like 20 hours a week. I could barely do like 7.
Let's be honest, they still don't care about Superstars and main event.
Well, yeah, but they didn't care about Velocity and Heat.
I thought Superstars was like just for the European audience.
Yeah, I thought one of those was canned in the United States.
No, they both air, but they air like one's on Hulu Plus, I think.
Yeah, isn't that Superstars?
They're all.
I'm pretty positive Superstars isn't aired on TV anymore. I think that's mainly maybe like a European thing or Hulu.
They recorded Superstars main event and SmackDown before Raw tonight. And
well, put it this way.
Whoa, are you shitting me?
Yeah, they did all that.
And shit. Oh shit! SmackDown before Mania is always like a recap show.
Yeah, they probably did like 3 matches at most.
Yeah,
which kind of proves that it's like, well, there's 1 match for Superstars, 1 match for main event, and like 3 matches I think for SmackDown, which shows if it's all recaps, they don't really care all that much.
What I love about Superstars and main event though, in the openings, they have all these big stars on it, and it's like, and here's Zack Ryder.
I'm pretty positive. I saw a picture. I think Tyler Breeze lost in a match on Superstars tonight.
You want to see something funny? Watch Total Divas and watch them talk about how, like, we've got all these great matches coming up or whatever. And then when they show the in-ring action, it's almost always Superstars and main event. But they actually try to pan out to where you don't see that says that on, like, the apron.
And they
act like it's Monday Night Raw, like they're taping for Monday Night Raw. And then you just see at the top right corner, like, that little banner that says, like, Superstars. And you're like, no, they didn't actually get a match.
Let's rewind it back here. So let's get back to Roman and Triple H. So,
oh yeah,
some big event coming up soon or something.
We talked about what was probably our favorite segment. I want to talk about what's probably my least favorite segment, which was Triple H's promo. He came out and he went on what felt for like an hour. He just kept talking and talking and talking about dreams and all this other bullshit. Funny, he kept talking about dreams because all it did was make me want to go to sleep. This was.
You would have hated 2003 and 2004.
Yeah, I didn't watch
2005.
It. Those are the years I didn't watch.
Doesn't it remind anyone of an Authority promo cut in like 2013 or 14? A promo. Yeah, a promo.
So
My bad.
It's like the hipster douche way of saying
Well,
well, I think Samurai Del Sol had an excellent promo tonight.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, what was your point, Drew?
I don't know. My main issue with Triple H tonight was that all these promos sounded like something I'd see back in 2013 when when it was just the Authority. And as good as the Authority could be at times, 2013 was a very bad time to be a wrestling fan because Raw every week just sucked. And it was like that in 2014 as well with the Authority.
I like Silent Wind of Doom spelling of Promeaux. The A.
That's well done. I think that's going to be our new private chat name.
Promo. Oh goodness. Of course, we had to have one more segment between these guys. All the way at the end of the show, Triple H and Stephanie say they're going to settle it once for all. Roman comes out, and this ends with every member of the roster pretty much coming out and just having a big brawl to end the show. Just giving everybody a little bit of FaceTime. Nothing amazing. I mean, I'm not going to act like this was fucking super big theater, but you know what? It was a lot more hyped than the tug of war. There was a lot of excitement to it. Roman did that big dive over the top, so we got to see some athleticism from him.
The big dive.
The big dive. So there's really not too much to hate on this. There wasn't a lot of story, but it was action.
Yeah, I missed both.
What didn't you miss tonight?
I actually missed quite a bit here and there, but I'm glad that I missed these promos or the promos.
Did you miss it more here or more there?
People over there.
Missed it over there. What's
If
up?
you missed it over there, you could ask the people over there.
I feel like there's nothing that I really needed to check out, right? Like, they didn't announce any stipulation to it that was different. They probably just did the same old shit that they normally do.
But what does that matter? Why can't you just see a well-made segment?
I think a better placement for Shayna and Undertaker might have been the main event. That or fucking have Dean Ambrose chop the ropes in half with a chainsaw and chase Lesnar or something.
I mean, at the same time, there's something to be said for getting that crowd started up hot. Especially after watching those shitty Superstars and SmackDown matches they probably got.
I will say, for WrestleMania 26, when it was Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in the main event, what was the last segment on the Go Home show to that Mania?
I feel like it was a Divas match.
Which Mania?
26.
Oh, 26.
Yeah. Because you mentioned the possibility of maybe that being the main event. I was just curious. The last time we had something like that was with Shawn Michaels, with the possibility of a career ending. I was just asking if that was the main event of the Go Home show or like the last segment.
I can't remember what the fucking Go Home show was.
Damn, Drew.
I was just asking out of curiosity.
What is this, the freaking Ask Him with the impossible fucking questions? Like,
I don't know. Well, see, that's
I don't know, just answer
question.
the Brahma Bull and Tony, you'll fucking give it to you.
If it was the Ask Him, I'm sure the answer for the Go Home segment would have been something like, well, actually, they ran a commercial right before the...
But getting back to the last segment for the show, like you said, he showed athleticism, and Roman Reigns did a good job, but nobody fucking cares, and I feel bad for him at this point. Because the guy goes out there and works his ass off, and no one gives a shit.
Well,
Either that or they boo him.
The crowd definitely was not as receptive, but I think they might have been a little better received in that match if they weren't so burnt out from that match before.
Oh, God.
I don't think that helped Roman Reigns at all with how pissed off that crowd was after that 6-man tag.
Did any matches tonight have an actual meaning? Because I zoned out at almost every match because they were either 30 seconds or it just ended in bullshit DQ style.
Told you after that first half an hour, this whole show was pointless.
I thought it was an entertaining show.
I enjoyed the show, but...
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? They're not going to have any meaningful matches because all the meaningful matches are happening on Sunday.
I wasn't on about matches, I just mean segment-wise.
I thought most of the segments...
As a whole show, it was just kind of blah. I would have rather see all those guys in ladder matches have some singles matches and a little more action tonight. That would have been better.
So, for your information, the Go Home segment for that episode of Raw...
Jesus Christ.
For WrestleMania 26, I looked it up. It was a whole big thing with John Cena and Batista.
So maybe there is chance for your Undertaker Shane McMahon main event.
What?
What? Oh my... Is that what you were? That was your point?
Well, yeah.
Fuck me.
About the Promeaux?
All right. Well, I'm going to guess overall you guys are not feeling particularly excited for Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the WWE title.
Oh, I'm excited for it, but they're just going to be in a weird pickle because they want Roman Reigns to be in.
Pretty sure it'd be a weird situation if you're in any pickle, not just a weird pickle.
Oh, God, a bit oh, God. I felt
You wanted a
this weird
stipulation
pickle.
for the match if it's that they get pickled. Then
All I'm saying is they booked themselves into a corner with that feud.
Oh, I missed you, Trent.
Well, I'm glad that I can provide entertainment for you guys. Someone has to do it.
Weird pickle on a pole.
I'll spoil something for an article I'm going to post in a couple days, but my viewpoint for this hasn't really changed from this episode of Raw. I'm excited for the main event, but what I'm not excited for is all the bitching that's going to happen afterward. I am fine with Roman Reigns leaving with the championship, but I don't want this all to get ruined from the crowd. I don't want a WrestleMania that ends with everybody booing and every comment on everything that we post for the next 3 weeks being, oh, if you guys like that, you're fucking ridiculous. And, that's going to ruin it.
I look at this main event a lot like the main event of last year was, where, yeah, Roman Reigns was getting booed at most of the shows, but they still went out and put on a quality match that was even good up until Seth Rollins came out to cash in the Money in the Bank. Obviously, that won't happen. There's no Money in the Bank this time, but I have all the trust in the world that these two will find a way to make this a good and entertaining match. It's just whether or not...
Last year, though, you had the element of Brock Lesnar kind of being a half babyface, so the people were into him. Suplex City was just becoming a thing.
Was born that night.
Yeah, I was born that night. So, there was a lot of elements into that match that made it good. Triple H, on the other hand, let's face it, he's not had the best track record of main eventing WrestleManias.
Especially if he dares to go after that freaking Undertaker Shane match.
Yeah, I think the fans are going to get burnt out on that alone. Then they'll probably put some shitty Divas match in between those.
Oh, that's right. We'll get
10.
that 10 Divas match.
Yep, and then the fans really won't care. And what's going to get them back on their feet? Oh, look, it's Roman Reigns. Boo!
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if people leave. If that's how they do it, I wouldn't be surprised if people leave.
Yeah, but isn't that the most likely scenario? That's how they book these things.
Well,
There's a lot of problems with this WrestleMania this year, and it could get worse, but holy shit, if you put that Divas tag match on before the Roman Reigns match as the finale, somebody needs to get fired. That is the stupidest fucking mistake that they could make.
so do you think that 10 Divas match would have happened if they wouldn't have as many injuries as they do now?
Absolutely. It's a total Divas match.
Mm.
They would have done that regardless.
That sucks.
I wouldn't say the same 100% for sure, but I got a feeling if they wouldn't have all these injuries, they might have gone with a Lumberjill match to incorporate them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess.
what Divas are really missing?
The NXT ones for the most part, and that's it.
Yeah, they're not really being... Their Divas division is not really being harmed by the injury bug all that much. Natalia was injured for a little bit. She's good.
Oh, Nikki's gone.
Oh, yeah. They're fine with that.
They got Brie. That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, they got Brie and they got Alicia Fox as a stand-in.
The difference for this is Eva Marie would be Nikki Bella.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And my God, she would not get anywhere near as much heat.
Is Cameron on the Bad and Blonde team?
No.
No.
I thought she was. I thought she was out there.
I think she's in
guess
NXT now.
She's just bad.
Oh.
All right, so we talked about Roman and Triple H. Let's talk about our other big WrestleMania events. We mentioned Undertaker and Shane McMahon, who are preparing to enter Hell in a Cell against each other. They kicked off the show tonight. Of course, we were in Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. New York City always providing a hot crowd. And you had to start them off with something big, and that was The Undertaker coming out. He cut his promo at the beginning. Shane McMahon interrupted, and this led into a brawl between the two. I think Undertaker called him a bitch.
A bitch.
They seem to like trading that word between each other.
It's like, hey, you're Vince's bitch. No, you're Vince's bitch.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking bitch.
You're a bitch. Oh, yeah? Well,
You're a bitch.
I'm going to punch you and push you through a table. Yeah, we got to see a big Shane spot tonight. We were wondering if we were going to see any stunts from Shane. Well, wonder no more, because we got to see it tonight. A brawl led all the way out to the announce table. Shane climbed the top rope, leapt over to the table with a big elbow, putting Undertaker through it.
I still think the Dead Man does the best Dead Man impression out of everyone. Because he looked dead there.
Terry Funk had a great Dead Man impression the other day.
Fuck me.
Maybe.
It looked bad, didn't he?
Was it Wago that said that? I think it was Wago. You said you don't really like Michael Cole tonight.
I don't like Michael Cole in general, but yeah, tonight he was pretty bad.
One thing that stood out to me with Cole was during this whole thing with Shane doing the elbow drop, he was like really like, oh my God, no, you're going to fucking die. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, dude, it's a fucking elbow drop. Relax. I know it's supposed to be a big spot, but it's not like he's jumping off the goddamn Titantron.
I'm pretty sure he fell off about 5 things on the way to the arena. It's just his thing.
He was just driving by, like, looked at, like, one of those billboards, like, huh, that's a fun thing to jump off of.
At least that table broke, unlike the time CM Punk tried to do that at Mania, and he totally fucked up his knee from it.
It was our Mania, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Huh?
it was.
Yeah, that Mania sucked.
Yeah, it did suck. People, like, praise that match with Undertaker and CM Punk. I never liked that match all that much either.
I thought it was incredibly overrated, but it was a solid match.
It was one of the better matches of the night, but that's not saying much.
I think
That's
it
like, well, I
looked-
had some good fries with this shitty meal.
Yeah, I think it shined a lot more because of how bad the rest of the show was.
Anyway, Undertaker and Shane. Cool preview. I mean, it's exactly what we were supposed to get. It's a taste of what we're probably going to see in the match, and this is what we got. And go ahead, Drew.
It's unfortunate that Dean went out and took all the weapons from under the ring. Because, you know.
I want to know how they all ended up back there. Didn't he, wasn't he given the chainsaw and the baseball bat? He just threw it under the ring.
Gee, I'm glad that I brought up Undertaker and Shane, and you spoiled the segment when we're going to talk about Brock and Dean next. Thanks.
Yeah, Drew.
You're
You got me on
fucking
topic.
awful.
Well, that takes us on our next topic.
Oh, God, that twat isn't here either.
So let me try this again. Undertaker versus Shane.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty fucking solid match. And this was a fun segment.
I'm really
this is-
interested in this Brock match.
This was the highlight of the night for me. It got me excited, and after this, everything kind of went downhill. Shane actually cut Undertaker up. I'm not sure with what, but
That monitor that looked more like a toolbox.
oh, was that what busted him open?
Yeah.
I thought he might have caught him with one of those shitty punches.
Those punches were fucking terrible.
He has some of the worst punches. You know what? The worst part is, I bet they fucking hurt.
Yeah. He probably has no idea how to hold back at all. Isn't he being trained by a greasy?
A greasy what?
A greasy. It sounded like greasy. That's why it took me back for a second.
Yeah.
I think he means Gracie.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea. I know he's training Muay Thai, but I don't know if he's doing any jiu-jitsu.
When they showed one of those videos of him training, I'm pretty sure it was him with Hanzo or Renzo, or however the fuck you pronounce it.
Yeah, well, that language makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably like Jeff.
You're like, Henzo. Ah, his name's Dave. Okay.
Yeah, Dave Gracie.
Very glad to see that Shane McMahon didn't fuck up his promo like he's been doing lately. That whole you're gonna swing and I'm gonna miss or whatever. He didn't really have any kind of a flub like that tonight. So he practiced whatever his lines were. Nice.
All right, so now we could talk about Brock. And
So yeah, the Undertaker looked
Well,
great.
guys, I keep those things under the ring.
so yeah, Dean Ambrose comes out with a red wagon, completely empty, drives around the other side of the ring with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman inside the ring, pulls out various weapons. I actually want to run down a list of the weapons that he pulled out here, because I need to discuss each and every one of these. Okay, crowbar. Cool. We've seen him with the crowbar first. He pulled that out of his jacket. But why is it under the ring? Well, yeah, you can make sense that they're using a crowbar to pry boards apart when they're trying to break down the ring or the set or something like that. So, okay, crowbar makes sense.
Thumbs up.
Baseball bat.
Thumbs down.
That one's a little odd. Like, maybe the ring crew might get bored Yeah, while they're setting up the ring, and they might do a quick game of like stickball.
Channel Chase Hornswoggle.
Okay. A barbed wire steel bat. All right, now you're getting really weird.
Well, it's just a really good game of
Back
stickball.
scratcher.
Yeah, why does that even exist? Someone just left that there. Steel pipes.
It pipes.
Pipes. I guess you could have random steel pipes sitting there in case you use them for like supports or weights or something like that. That could make sense.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher. Oh yeah, there should be a bunch of those around ringside, I'm sure. Totally legit. You know, especially like people burning their scrotums is a regular thing.
Gold dust farting.
Okay, kendo stick. That's a little odd. And then those always seem to be under the ring. I don't know if maybe that's for like pre-show training, but those always seem to be around. So only because it's consistent, I'll allow it. Chainsaw. Some heavy-duty tools sitting under that ring. Wago, you know the ins and outs of constructing and destructing a ring. What could you possibly use a chainsaw for?
So when somebody's used the wrong part of the ring on the wrong item of the ring on the wrong part, and you're really pissed off at them because you've got to undo it, then you chase them with a chainsaw.
Okay, that sounds handy enough.
Somebody's got to cut those steel pipes.
Well, they used to have a hacksaw, but they decided it's better to upgrade.
Duggan used to be underneath there all the time.
Yeah, he was hanging up with pipes.
Hey, pipes.
Well done. Well done.
Now someone needs to draw that comic of like hacksaw, like walking through Home Depot and be like, "Hey, pipes."
Peter says the guy being chased would be him, and to be quite honest, I wouldn't trust Peter to set up a ring.
And I certainly wouldn't trust a chainsaw around Peter. Let's ask this, guys: are you excited for Dean versus Brock?
I'm excited to figure out where the wagon came from. That didn't come from under the ring.
Yes, I'm sure they're going to do an origin story for the fucking wagon.
They should. Chekhov's wagon.
This is one of the matches I'm excited for at WrestleMania, and there's only a few. They've done a good job at building this. They've done a good job at building Dean Ambrose, and I think he's shined in positions where I don't think they expected him to. He's catching on, and I think the rest of 2016 is going to be a big year for him.
Best match of the night, as far as I'm concerned, probably.
This wasn't a match.
No, that's going to be.
Oh.
This is a great match, that promo that they had. No, I'm looking forward to this more than anything. I think this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun, and I would even be cool with it being the main event if they want to switch it up a little bit. I doubt it, but you know what? I think that this is probably going to be that one match that everybody's going to kind of go.
Okay,
well,
if he actually uses the chainsaw on Brock, then it can be the main event.
Oh, that'd be such a great beginning of the match. Like, Brock's in there, he's all, getting pumped up. He's doing that kind of, that jig that he does when he's all getting all pumped and whatever. And then Ambrose just comes out, chainsaw wielding, just like, I'm just going to fucking kill you, dude. 2-minute match.
Here's Ambrose.
Drew, anything to say about your excitement for this match?
Oh, totally. I'm excited. It's just a damn shame he took all the weapons from under the ring because I don't know what they're going to do in that Hell in a Cell match now. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm waiting for at some point they're going to make a paddy wagon reference. So that'll be exciting when JBL makes it.
Why would he make it?
I don't know. Because he makes shitty jokes all the time. But so do I.
Fuck you.
Well, all right.
Surprised you didn't pronounce it Patty Wagon.
Stephen Wagoo.
Stephen Wago.
Tony Mangu.
I think we're birthing another recurring joke here. Is that Drew puts the emphasis at the end of O words?
Teen Titans Go.
Oh, fucking hell, Drew. Thanks so much.
We need to end the show with Mega Powers Radio.
Thanks for making my first night back memorable.
Good to have the gang back together, says Wazili Cesaro.
We're laughing way too hard at this.
It's fun.
This
is what happens when you have a live show. All right. Let's just run down the rest of the stuff that we had happen tonight. We had our first match was Chris Jericho against Wade. I'm sorry, that was Zack Ryder.
You mean Chris Jericho?
Zack Ryder, the Long Island Bro. Sorry, did I kill it? Okay. AJ Styles comes out and distracts, allowing Zack Ryder to get the distraction roll-up victory. This would not be the last time we had a situation like this in a match tonight. Jericho finally confirms the match with him and Styles at Mania, which I thought was done weeks ago. Could have fooled me. But Zack Ryder getting a big pinfall victory over Chris Jericho. Sure, somewhere in the basement, a man was going crazy.
all the parts with Styles was really cool, and all the parts without Styles wasn't cool.
I don't know. White 2 Jackass was pretty stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid.
I was really thrown off when AJ came out and he didn't have on his vest.
It's his gloves what threw me off because I'm so used to him wearing them.
But he wasn't wearing gloves?
No.
Oh, maybe that threw me off too.
I think that's what threw you off more.
Maybe.
Has he always been wearing that hat?
No.
That's what threw me off.
I don't know. He looked so fucking weird with the hat on and just the pants. I wasn't expecting. I thought he'd be at least wearing a t-shirt.
Double take when he fucking switched the hat around like Ash Ketchum.
Oh, he's going into Jackass mode. Turn it around.
Do you guys remember that time when Jerry Lawler and Ultimate Warrior had a promo with each other? And like Jerry Lawler, this is the reason why he hated the Warrior for so long, because they had this whole thing planned, and out of nowhere, Ultimate Warrior came out wearing a baseball cap. And it was like the only time Ultimate Warrior ever wore a baseball cap. And it just like completely ruined the whole thing because it threw everybody off.
I don't remember that at all, but I want to see this image.
That actually sounds really funny, especially with his hair. I don't imagine he could wear a baseball cap.
That's the biggest thing of it. Let's see if we can find an Ultimate Warrior baseball hat. That's probably gonna give me like Ultimate Warrior baseball hats.
Was it an Ultimate Warrior hat, or was it just like just like a white hat or something?
It was a Warrior hat, but it was like promoting that stupid comic he had.
Yeah,
I got a picture of it.
Oh, I think I found it. It looks terrible.
Yeah, it's just so fucking random. He's got his hair back in a ponytail.
And the face paint's terrible, too.
He's lazy black.
He looks less like the Ultimate Warrior and more like some dude at a fucking, like, football game. Like, got a sports team.
I just thought it was Sting with very poor makeup.
Do you remember the bad dad that Randy fought on South Park?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah,
Instead of cutting a promo about Jerry Lawler, he should be yelling at the ump.
Get Bob Uecker out there. Great.
It was a bad call,
So any big happinesses that we got here for Zack Ryder? Yeah, I just made up a word there. I don't know.
Lots of big happiness.
You know what? If there's a big happiness to be had, I'll have it.
Yeah, who's gonna be upset about a big happiness?
The big happiness.
Fucking show.
All right, fuck it. Let's move on.
Glad that it took like 5, 6, 7 weeks or whatever for them to announce the match that everybody knew was going to happen weeks ago.
I swore this was already on the WrestleMania website.
Yeah, I could have sworn they had an agreement about this a long time ago. I have no idea.
Whatever. It's confirmed now. So
lots of big happiness.
Glad we wrapped that up. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch was our next match of the night. Ric Flair grabs Becky, not allowing her to enter the ring, and Charlotte takes advantage of the distraction, hitting natural selection for the pinfall victory. Sasha Banks was on commentary, and she mostly kept her mouth shut, which was fantastic. And that's our final build for the Divas match. Triple threat between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks.
Well, I know about you guys, but I think this should be the main event.
It's one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, I skipped this.
I don't even think she was on commentary. I didn't see her with a headset on.
Oh, really? Maybe she was just sitting there then.
I thought, out of all the things they could have possibly done to build up this match, this was the worst outcome because I don't remember any interaction with these guys with promos in the past few weeks. If they did, it wasn't anything memorable. I mean, it seemed like they put more effort into the 10 Divas Battle Royal than they did into their own Divas Championship match, which sucks because they have at least 2 credible people in the ring, not so much with Charlotte, but hey, the other 2 are pretty damn good. It's a damn shame they didn't have Sasha on commentary because she could fucking go on commentary.
And the worst thing
Maybe she pulled a Wego the whole time.
What, her mic was muted?
Yeah.
And the worst thing is that Becky looks like a total dunce in this, which makes me think that she might be winning.
I still wouldn't bet on that, but
If I had to pick someone to win, I'd want her to win.
I don't
I'd be cool
understand.
with it.
I don't understand why anyone goes towards the ropes in any way because every time they do, Ric Flair just always does something to him. I think they should just stay away from that.
Why is he still allowed at ringside? This guy has been known as the dirtiest player in the game for like 50 years. So why is he still there?
I don't know. You think he'd have like the shortest leash out of all the managers when it comes to interaction in the match. But fuck it. I don't know.
Honestly, the biggest issue with him being out there is he's just unpleasant to look at.
Yeah. He's just so fucking saggy at this point. I'm surprised he hasn't. He hasn't developed the turkey gobble like neck where it just like hangs down under his neck, and I'm waiting for that. At that moment, he should never go back out in public.
Jesus Christ!
Just saying, it's gonna be atrocious to look at, almost as bad as his daughter.
I think you have something against the Flares.
Nah, hey, I like the Flares, but
Then again, you're not the one that said anything about his son, are you?
Oh yeah. Well, see, the thing is, they showed that like recap of the 24 between WrestleMania 24 with Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, and at some point JR said the greatest of ever is last match, and I'm like, yeah, you should shut up about that. Ric Flair's not the greatest of all time. Pretty sure they say that about every person who's retiring. Surprised we didn't hear any Daniel Bryan's the greatest wrestler of all time by like Michael Cole or something stupid like that.
IWC takes care of that.
Yeah. Zing.
Yeah, fucking idiots. Everyone knows it's AJ.
Well, we had our build for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal by having Kane and the Big Show go against Social Outcast members Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Props for them giving half of a second to allow Curtis Axel to say happy birthday to his dad.
I felt like that wasn't even planned. I wouldn't be surprised if he just randomly said that just to get it out there.
He kind of like rushed it.
Curtis Axel released.
It was almost like he sneezed it, like, happy birthday, Dad.
I missed this part. What did they just like? Did they all cut a quick promo and he threw that out there, or did he only get the microphone?
Well, they got like the jobber entrance. They came and their music was playing, and they were like all sitting on the ring apron, kind of like gyrating their hips a little bit. And as their music fades down, he pulls up the mic and goes, "Happy birthday, Dad!" pointing up to the sky.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. And then Heath Slater said like 2 words, and then Big
something
Show's
fucking
music hit.
dumb, I'm sure.
He said that thing he's been saying every time when he starts, like, Social Outcast is in the house.
I kind of wish with the Social Outcast they should just have all 4 of them wrestle in a tag team match. Like it could just be 2-on-4 for every time they're in the ring.
Except they should fire Adam Rose.
Oh yes, make it 2-on-3 then. Replace Rose with like Sandow.
So, any excitement for this match?
Oh no,
the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
I'm excited to see who gets the trophy and holds it up, but other than that, I really don't care. I like the idea of it, but this year they just kind of threw it together last minute. We all knew it was going to happen like that.
I mean, when have they ever done a big build for the Memorial Battle Royal?
They kind of did that first year. They had Hulk Hogan advertising it for the most part, so they gave it a shot then. But last year they didn't really do too much other than like, oh yeah, by the way, it's going to be on the pre-show. You should totally watch it. I mean, the trophy looks cool, and I like how they have like the plaque on it, so they could just engrave whoever's name on it who wins. But what sucks is it probably won't even get to 5 before they just stop it because they know they don't put any effort into it. So why should they?
The only thing that I liked they did last year, even though they kind of blew it, was when they had that whole thing to build up someone for NXT to get a chance in it.
Oh, when they had Hideo. Mm-hmm. And it's like, hey, I waved at people. I'm happy. Yeah,
I got
WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's nothing really to be too excited about with this match, but I'm curious to see who wins, and it's not going to be any of these people.
Really?
I hope. I kind of hope Show just wins it again.
I'm pretty sure it's either going to be Big Show or Kane.
I think the
Braun
Strowman
Strowman's
has
got
a
my
shot.
vote.
Oh yeah, I forgot Braun Strowman was on the roster. I tried to forget.
And you know what? I wouldn't count out Mark Henry. Could be his last year.
At one point, I was really feeling Mark Henry, but I think that whole injury thing scared them.
Honestly, they could try to do this thing where, because they both did the double choke slam on him, they should be trying to choke slam each other outside the ring and just have Mark Henry just flip them both over for the sake of it.
That'd be cool. I can dig it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they did.
Yeah,
something
everybody
like that.
shits on the old guys, but at the end of the day, they've paid their dues and they deserve a spot in that card. They're busting their ass. They're busting their ass on house shows all the time.
And winning this means nothing.
It doesn't hurt anybody.
Although it is cool that, I think Tony mentioned they're engraving the names on the trophies, so you see all the names of the past winners. So when they zoom in on that trophy, you see Big Show, Cesaro. I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat.
If it keeps going up to the 15th one, it would be really cool at that point. But
yeah, we're looking back in 2025 and you're seeing Cesaro's name on there.
I mean, shit, they should have done this with the original Royal Rumble because they're at 30 now. It would be perfect.
I think they did that with that King of the Ring belt they were going to introduce, which would have been really neat. If they still had King of the Ring too.
That belt was ugly as fuck.
Oh, I love that belt. It was just ugly because it was on Mabel.
Actually, you might have a point there.
Nothing looks good on Mabel. Although, don't take anything off him either. He looks terrible without clothes. Speaking of looking terrible without clothes.
Vader?
Vader. Guess who got hacked this week, guys? Yeah. Just go ahead and check that out.
It's not time. It's not time.
It's never a good time.
Thank God that didn't happen during the happening because that might have just ruined everything.
That's at a certain point, everybody's just like, when's Taylor Swift coming? What's the next one? The next one is Vader. Ah, my God, I'm leaving Reddit forever.
Who the fuck is Vader?
I bet Seth was looking at it going, you didn't even use the right light.
He's like, fucking amateur.
Jesus. So New Day comes out, have a promo that honestly I can't say the promo itself was all that great, but I just love the crowd's enthusiasm throughout the entire thing. They were reacting to every single thing that they were saying. The one line that I think I really liked out of it though is when they were like, "Oh, could you imagine if League of Nations had a cereal? Nobody would buy Rusev's Bulgarian booty flakes."
I don't know. They definitely wouldn't buy Rusev potatoes.
So wait, nobody's going to want to buy booty flakes, but everybody should buy booty O's to make sure that they're not booty? What the fuck is this supposed to mean now?
Yeah, I've been confused about that for a while, whether it's a positive or a negative.
You was on the bandwagon first. Stick with it.
I'm just confused about, is booty good or bad?
I don't know, but you're the one that...
I think booty is just booty.
You condoned this behavior, now it's there to stay. Your fault. Directly.
I just want the Bootios box. That's all.
Yeah, I want a Bootios box. I might actually break down and buy one of those when I have a sale.
I want the Bootios box so I can crease it up and then sell it on eBay and upset somebody when they get it.
That's exactly why I'm going to buy it direct from the store and not from eBay. This led to a match with Kofi Kingston and Alberto Del Rio. I gotta say, my favorite transition ever into Del Rio's foot stomp is when Kofi Kingston goes to that corner thing where he does that little stunt where he puts his legs between the ropes and then dips back and kicks the person, but rather than kicking them, Del Rio caught Kofi's legs and then jumped up for the foot stomp on him. I don't know if I described that quite right. It's always tough, like, describing wrestling moves when people...
It's a tough move.
It's tough. It's a tough move to describe. And Kofi gets the win in a roll-up after that, though, which is the lame thing. They do this awesome move, and then it ends with a roll-up. What is this, an indie match? Someone lose their mic?
I think Drew.
No. Oh, I heard someone crackling. I thought that was you.
I think that was Drew moving his mic.
No, I wasn't even touching
damn
my
it, Drew.
No, I wasn't even touching my mic.
Oh, there we go. Drew again. Can't fucking say promo properly. Can't use his mic. Ugh.
Either way, why do they have the League of Nations fighting this match where they keep losing everything, and now they decided, you know what'll make this even more interesting for WrestleMania? If the titles aren't on the line.
Oh, what the
We got
fuck?
confirmation about that tonight.
Yeah, like, they just kind of, like, silently let that happen, too.
Yep.
Like, someone pointed that out in the Mega Maniacs group, and I was like, that can't be right. Like, they gotta just be confused and reading something wrong. Then I looked on the WrestleMania website, and I was like, I could not find anything here that really says it's for the titles.
I hope they reverse the decision or change something up. Shit, I'm okay with it being dropped to the the Dudleys or the Usos on SmackDown. Just put the belts on the line on the show.
So, if the titles can't get you excited because they're not putting those on, you know what might get you excited? The coach. Bring back the coach.
Coach was over.
That was a random return. It was almost like the same as when Shane. Just go to preview. You could bring anybody back and they'll be over as fuck.
I'm just glad they didn't bring his old theme music back. God damn, Coach has had some terrible theme music.
What did he come out to again?
I don't think he did.
Oh, he didn't.
No, I don't think he had theme music.
Oh. See, I would have liked if he could have done that, though. Oh, yeah, back break. Everybody on the feet. That song is fucking terrible, but it's like, it's so good that it's bad.
It's so Coach.
Yeah, it's
His first one was even worse, though.
Yeah. Well, he plugs Bootios, and apparently that ESPN is going to be doing a full day coverage of WrestleMania, which is fucking awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's
really-
legit.
They're really trying, though, ever since they lost so much of their subscriber base.
Oh my god, ESPN is hurting bad, and they're like suing people left and right for content. Like, they're really fighting over what is their rights to have stuff and what isn't, which is so confusing with sports.
Bet you wish you hadn't shunned UFC now, bitches.
So, I don't follow any of that kind of stuff, but what is it with ESPN? How are they losing a whole bunch of people? Because it's like everybody watches that shit like constantly. If you start getting into sports, you're pretty much into sports forever.
Well, the question is where they're watching it. The thing is, people used to have to go to ESPN for their full coverage of everything, and maybe Drew can explain this further, but I'm just trying to give like a brief overview. But now people are getting different alternatives like the NFL Network and the MLB
Fox just released, like, in the last couple of years, Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 2, 3, like, they're pushing a lot of content out there.
That's the thing. They lost a lot of people who were there when ESPN started getting a lot of momentum back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And also with Fox, NBC has something now, CBS, and like they have the NFL.
And I
NBA.
think ESPN's also been dropped by certain cable providers now.
Yeah. So they're in a bad spot because they lost a lot of the originals who helped build the foundation. And if you listen to any podcasts of people who have left them, they just talk about how the new people in charge just kind of did their own thing. They push the people who they want. And that's kind of their issue, right? Again, it's kind of like what with WWE's issue right now. So, I mean, I guess it makes perfect sense for ESPN to cover them. But I will say that it's good that they get this exposure because ESPN is still the number one source for sports out of everywhere that could possibly be. Though I will say that most sports fans will just tune away because, it's wrestling, it's fake. Whenever SportsCenter tweets anything about WWE, those are the first comments that always pop up. So,
wow.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to sports now, most diehard fans of a sport won't go to ESPN for their news. They'll go to a direct outlet for just that.
yeah.
And they won't go to just for all general sports. Most people... There's very few big sports fans now. People are over like a couple different things now.
What's hurting ESPN really is just podcasting in general. You could get your source for that with so many sources and so many different opinions that You could get a lot of it on these podcasts now, and I think that has something to do with it.
Dude, I listen to the Shaq podcast, and I know pretty much everything that's going on in the world of sports.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of more content out there, and now they're getting fucked for they've not kept with the times. Simple as.
Wazili is saying that they also jam politics down your throat.
They kind of do.
They've always had their own agenda.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as like Fox News, who they're extreme right wingers and Republicans. But I will say that they like to talk about the popular stuff and shove the popular shit down your throat. So, but which makes sense in that sense.
Well, we got way off topic.
Yep.
We went from the New Day and Bootios to talking about the politics of ESPN.
By the way, Stephanie McMahon's going to be on SportsCenter at 10 a.m. tomorrow. God damn it. Anyways, she's going to be on then. I think Triple H is going to be on there sometime tomorrow afternoon. So there's that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, if we didn't have enough fun talking about that, let's talk about who's getting the Warrior Award this year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So Joan London, who was, what show is she from? Good Morning? Is that what she's from? Good Morning, New York?
Today?
Is that what she's from? Today?
Good Morning Today, New York?
Yeah, whatever. What the fuck? God, these shows have terrible names. It's fucking confusing. Well, she's from some morning show, and she was apparently a breast cancer survivor. She was on an episode of Raw sometime last year. I don't think anybody really remembers her. Probably because a lot of people don't watch those segments. Just a sad thing to say. Well, she's getting the Warrior Award this year, and she's being inducted by Dana Warrior. This poor woman. They got to keep trotting her out, putting her in these. That wasn't a horse. It wasn't a horse face reference.
She's not Lillian.
Yeah, no, I'm not. She's a beautiful woman. I'm not making fun of Dana Warrior at all. And I think she's very brave, and it's great that she's getting work, and maybe that's why they do it, so they can give her a paycheck. But
I need to feed my kids.
Well, there goes the outro.
That was horrible. I'm sorry.
How depressing must it be her, though? They're just like, every year you start getting to around like the March, April time, and they're like, can you come in? Because, your husband died. Remember how your husband died?
Yeah, we want to bring you in because your husband died to give this award that's absolutely nothing like the wishes that he wanted.
So we're going to celebrate all the positive things that people have done, like this one woman that almost died, like your husband did. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, the Warrior Award is just a publicity stunt, so fuck it, why not?
I say we demand that they do a revote and it goes to Drax Shadow.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just put all dead kids in there. Maybe the dead kid wing.
I don't think he's dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself.
My bad. Sorry, Drax. We had another Hall of Fame inductee announced tonight, too. Snoop Dogg.
Cool. I got nothing to point.
Smoke weed every day.
Yep.
That's pretty much all you need to say about that. Is anyone offended by this?
No, but I bet the internet is in some way.
The internet is very butthurt. That's why I'm asking.
About Snoop?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck the internet.
Yeah. It's a celebrity ring. Who cares?
Celebrity ring?
Yeah.
Celebrity ring. Inducted by Adrian Styles.
There's a couple of really bad celebrities that we have, but Snoop Dogg's fine. He's actually been on quite a lot of different WWE shows.
I forgot how much he's been on. I thought he was just there that one time he stood up to, I think it was Big Show.
Am I thinking of someone else, but was Brodus his bodyguard, or was he someone else's bodyguard?
Yeah, Brodus was his bodyguard.
There you go, Brodus can make the induction.
Did he, punt Curtis Axel last year when he was doing Axelmania?
Yes, he did.
So, I'm not too worried about it. There's other names I'd rather see, but it's a celebrity wing. Who cares? I almost did it again, so. But yeah, who cares? It's just a celebrity ring.
You see,
Wing,
Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
Ben Guest says it's less offensive than Trump, but will it be less offensive if Trump if he gets and if he becomes president? Then you've got a president in the Hall of Fame.
President Dog.
Snoop Dogg would be an awesome president.
Oh my god, can you imagine? If only.
So much weed.
It would just suddenly be legal everywhere.
Let's destroy the rainforest and replace it with weed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Instead of doing the Pledge of Allegiance, you have to rap.
I pledge allegiance to the flag that I will.
Smoke weed every day.
All right, so we had a rousing match. Battle of the K's, Kalisto versus
Make me aroused.
Konnor. Kalisto gets the victory here. Ryback comes out. And man, I knew he was bigger, but I did not realize how much bigger Ryback is than Kalisto until they were standing you couldn't even say face to face.
I was just laughing when Kalisto was trying to hold the title up. Like, hey, guys, look at me. See, I have the title. It's kind of like when Neville got really butthurt when Kevin Owens told him to get the fuck out of there. That's what I think of with Kalisto. He's like, I'm going to stand up to you. He's really... So, yeah. I really don't care about this match.
I didn't care about the match with whatever... Who did he wrestle again? Victor or Konnor?
Konnor.
Yeah, I didn't care about that, but I actually liked the segment itself. It told the big man versus little man story. And honestly, they haven't really done the story in a while, and it's a solid mid-card match.
The only thing that sucks is that the little man usually wins.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too high on this match. I hope so. If he wins, I might start running around my basement excited.
If I was going to book this match would last 30 seconds and Ryback could tear his fucking head off.
Exactly. That's what this has to be.
You know what? We have 11 or 12 matches on this card. If you're going to do a quick match, make it this one.
Yes.
Just have him absolutely smash Kalisto, and then if you want to put him against Roman Reigns in the post-Mania season, he's got massive momentum.
Yep.
I'm afraid that they're going to do what they did with Rey Mysterio and JBL back in 25, where it's just he hits a Selena Del Sol and he just wins the match.
Oh, he pissed.
Now, Ryback should clothesline him so hard that it knocks Kalisto's mask off. And then says he's been demasked, he can't work ever again.
You should pick him up by his neck and scream, "You're supposed to be my friend!"
I really hope that if he does do a clothesline on Kalisto, he does a double flip out of it. I bet Kalisto is athletic enough to do that.
Yeah, I hope Kalisto dies too.
Yeah, I kind of just want Kalisto to lose. I don't want him to
I just
have to retire.
I don't want him to just lose. I want him to lose badly. I want to see him just get pulverized.
You want him to get beaten so bad he thinks he's Sin Cara?
Number 1 or 2. Or Negro.
Depends if they can afford the tape.
He thinks he's Unico. Worse, he thinks he's Camacho and gets released.
So we had another Divas match. This one featured Emma. Good to see her back on Raw. I mean, good to see her back on Raw.
Not that theme song.
I love that theme song.
I love that song too. I don't
hate it.
I think it's perfect transition from her old character.
Mm-hmm.
I think it sounds like somebody who doesn't know how to play the keyboard. Just like... Oh,
Keyboard
God.
cat.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, is that why he's called CFO Money? He doesn't have a real name. He's a cat.
Maybe that's what the C is. Cat FO Money.
Well, this explains everything. Same thing with Seth Rollins' music. He's just like...
That was his tail just hitting the wall while he was after something.
Somebody's theme song's just going to have Wago's cat in the background going, meow,
Cat faux money.
let me in.
CFO Money, your om-noms aren't loud enough.
It was hot, though.
Emma's fucking gorgeous. And she gets the win in this match with some help from her tag team partner, Lana. This turns into a big brawl with all the divas involved in that 10 divas match running in, but we still had one person missing. We were all wondering, who could it possibly be? Could it be Nikki returning super early from injury? Could it be a diva from the past, like a Trish Stratus or someone like that? Nah. It's Eva Marie.
You know what? Every time they're doing a surprise with a diva, I always go, is it Kami yet? No.
Oh, I was so happy when this happened. As soon as I heard her music, I got a big ass smile on my face. I was like, oh, the saltiness is going to be so strong.
Out of all the arenas they picked for it too.
Oh, I know. Oh my god, they were booing her so bad.
Was she meant to get cheered?
I'm pretty sure they had to
No.
have known how this was going to go down.
Yeah, there's no way they expected her not to get.
You know what? To their credit, what I liked what they did is she came out and the whole rest of the team were like, not into her. They were like, "Who's this girl trying to hang out with us? No, I don't want to raise my hand with you. No, we're not friends. Get away from me."
I love that response from the crowd.
Oh, it was amazing.
He's got more booze than the fucking heel team. It's like Lana comes out with Team Bad and Blonde, and everybody's just kind of like, meh, who cares, whatever. Eva Marie comes out, they're just like, no, fuck this bitch. Just
Fuck. You want a new authority figure?
She has to do something in this match that like makes her even bigger heel.
she's either
here's the
winning
thing.
it or she's losing it for that team.
I'd be such an advocate of pushing her in the ring if she could fucking wrestle, because she gets the hate, but she still sucks.
But at the same time, she gets the heat because she can't wrestle. So it's kind of like you can't have both.
I don't know how you fix that problem.
Put her in a
Like,
team.
you'd kill for, like, certain people would kill to get that type of reaction.
Her and Nia Jax are a perfect team, actually.
What, they both suck?
I mean, like, she can be all the shit talking and gain the heat, and then send Nia Jax to do the fighting for her. Shit, give her Asuka.
Oh man, if they had her beat Asuka, people would have a fucking
No,
riot.
I mean, have her like be a team with Asuka.
No, Asuka's adorable and should stay that way. Eva Marie will distract
Oh,
from
they're
that.
both beautiful. Can you imagine both them being like femme fatales?
I'm not big on Eva Marie, it's the hair.
Asuka has like the same hair but a lighter shade.
Yeah, but she's adorable.
If I want to see two good-looking women pair up, then why are we talking about Nia Jax being a part of this?
She's a monster.
On some Snickers now.
With all the advertisements we've had for the last couple weeks.
Oh my god, you know how they always have like at least one segment that's backstage for WrestleMania that promotes whatever's going on? Like they did that like was it like Long John Silver's or something one year with Santino.
And it always ends with Ron Simmons doing a damn.
Yeah. They should just have fucking Nia Jax eating Snickers backstage.
You know damn well that segment's
And then
gonna
Ron
be-
Simmons walks in and goes, damn!
You know damn well that segment's going to be New Day and Freebirds.
Or Gold Dust and Booker.
We'll
Booker
probably
T.
have them all. It'll probably have all of them there.
Oh man.
And Snoop Dogg.
And Snoop Lion.
Who the hell is Snoop Lion?
He went by that for like a week or something, I think.
It was
Did
for
he?
it was for his reggae album.
It's kind of like how Puff Daddy was P. Diddy and like a bunch of other names.
They made like 5
I
references to
prefer-
that night, and I was like, this is going above my head. What the hell are they talking about?
I prefer P. Diddy Puff Size.
Can't he just go by like a symbol? Heard that was a cool thing to do.
Can't he just go by Calvin?
I don't think anyone's going to like that. So speaking of R-Truth and Goldust, they had a thing. We're still just having these dumb backstage segments with these guys.
I'm like, oh, it's like the segment you did with Booker, but not good.
Oh my god, these are still fucking going. And nothing's being accomplished with it. They're still pretty much like, yeah, we're not a team, but we kind of a team. We're not a team.
The best thing that came out of this entire storyline with these two is that time where he accidentally trod in the toilet.
Yeah. On the one time he wasn't wearing any boots.
That's so awesome.
Ugh. Well, it
This
looks
has been
like...
going on since before Fastlane, right?
Yeah, this has been going on a long-ass time, dude.
Fuck.
And at least I think it's confirmed that they're going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And nothing significant. So at least there's that.
What about if, like, it comes down to those two? Would you consider it a payoff? Or would you still be pissed off with it?
I'll have to see what they do.
I'll be okay with it if it's down to those two and then Booker T makes a run and wins.
Oh, we have one last match to talk about tonight, guys. 6-man tag team match for the
This is booty.
match. Oh my god. So this was involving members in the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. We had a team of Kevin Owens, Stardust, and who the fuck else was on the team? Miz, going against Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and Sin Cara. Oh, hi Sin Cara. Glad you're getting a match on Raw. This match was such a drag. First off, it went on way too damn long. So the crowd was already getting tired of it from that point. And by the end of it, they didn't even care what was going on, which is a shame because they actually had a decent story they were telling here. Kevin Owens kept refusing the tag, and then finally, when everyone seemed to be knocked out, Kevin Owens tagged himself in. But when things got too hot for him, he went to tag out, and his partners were like, nah, screw that, we're out of here. Leaving Kevin Owens to get beaten by his rival, Sami Zayn. Cool. Cut it in half.
Vince is in the back going, there, they got the blow off for their Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens feud. Now we're done with that forever. I just wish we had Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Mania. It would have been so much better than this.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all we gotta say.
Yeah, there's no point in this fucking match. Like, just get rid of Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view and stick it on here, because clearly you can't do WrestleMania without a ladder match.
I just hate that they tell this story with this 6-man tag match so much. I just didn't care at that point. I was just like, fuck me, I'm just going to go look at my phone now.
Just look at your phone.
You're not actually going to do anything with it, just look at it.
Just going to sit on the desk and just look at the phone.
Maybe I would have got a notification or something. I don't know.
What a sad life you must
Excuse me, Drew. Why are you staring at me?
You're making this very awkward, Drew.
Like you said, the match was good, but I just didn't care. It's kind of like how I don't care about Zack Ryder or Sin Cara or anyone else really in this feud other than Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So I just don't care.
Well, alright then. Well, what we all do care about is that it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to talk about the best part of the show, the worst part of the show, and the most must-avoid part of the show. If you have a good, bad, and ugly, drop it in the chat. We'll read it after ours. Yes, it is. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Fellas, let's find out what yours are. Drew, what's your good, bad, and ugly?
My good is definitely going to be the opening segment. Just a lot of kick-ass there. That really got me hyped again for that match. So that's my good. Bad, the lack of respect they give for that Divas Championship match. I just thought that they could have done so much tonight to get people to care about it, but they just did this stupid Ric Flair's going to interfere in this one-on-one match, and Charlotte wins. So I just thought that was stupid and pointless. And then my ugly is going to be something that AJ Styles did, and I can't believe I'm about to give AJ Styles an ugly other than his tattoo. But Y2 Jackass was fucking atrocious.
Man, you really hate that.
It's kind of like when they...
Not that dumb, like...
I know, it's not that
Payton,
dumb.
can I change my team name to Y2 Jackass?
It's kind of like with the Justin Bieber thing where it's just so forced that it's just like, whatever happened to getting things over organically anymore?
Oh, calm down, Tater Tot.
Oh, okay, champ.
All right, Waco, you're good, bad, and ugly.
So for my good, I have to go with the opening segment too. The bad, I'm going to give it to that 6-man tag. And the ugly, Drew's pronunciation of Promeaux.
Tony, you're good, bad, and ugly.
My good's going to go to Bubba Ray. I really like
Yes.
that part. My bad is going to go to the fact that one of the themes for WrestleMania is called Oh No, which sums up quite a bit. And the ugly is going to go to the...
Is it oh no or oh no?
Oh no. The ugly is going to go to the fans during that IC title 6-man tag match. And I know that it went a little bit too long, but these are pretty much all guys that a lot of people seem to want to get pushes. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. If you want WWE to give a shit, stop acting like they're worthless. You can't chant for Byron Saxton, and then when WWE hears that, and then they don't decide that they're not going to push those guys.
Push Byron Saxton.
They're going to be that type of thing where they're going to go, oh, well, they didn't boo the Goldust and R-Truth thing, so let's have more of that shit. Or let's have more of, any of the other kind of things that people go, oh, it's this thing again. I don't want to see fucking Big Show. Well, you didn't do the Big Show thing. You
just
booed that.
imagine an entire arena just go, bah, bah, bah.
It wasn't the best match in the world, but it far wasn't the worst. And you should save those kind of like the Randy Savage chants and all that for the things that really, really suck. Now they've done it so many times, it doesn't mean anything.
Well, all right.
Ugh.
Good. My good, I am also going to give to Bubba Ray and that whole backstage thing there. I thought Bubba Ray was hilarious, and it's good to see him still got what he's got. My bad, I am going to give to that 6-man tag. I thought that was terrible. Tony made his defense. I thought the match was pretty bad. I don't know why they thought having these guys go out there and do this. Because, they haven't made anybody care about these guys over the last few weeks because there hasn't been any build for a multi-man match. They just decided to throw it together one week. So that's why people didn't care about this match. My ugly, I'm going to give to the team names that they got for this match, for the Divas match. It's Team Total Divas against Team Bad and Blonde. Ugh. Alright, let's read some out of the chat we got here. We got Silent with the Doom saying, good, Shane's elbow. Bad, current top heel Triple H gets his biggest boos for talking about how great Roman Reigns is. Ugly, don't need to see Shane's Spider-Man underwear. I missed that. Peter Piccanini saying, good, my costume and sign / Taker Shane. Bad, no sign of Linda. I don't think anybody's that upset about that.
Yeah, dude, we don't. No one wants Linda.
Ugly, the drunk next to me. Oh god, was he like shouting stupid things or something? That was probably really annoying. Silent Wind of Doom. Uglier Warrior Award. Oh, come on, dude. Mauro Supremo. Mauro Supremo. Good. Shane Taker segment. Bad. The lack of care to the coach return. Oh, come on. People got super excited for that. Ugly. The same fucking built up to every battle royal ever of everybody randomly attacking each other. Yeah, I mean, it's typical. Ben Guest 1. Good. Ambrose segment. Bad. Crowd and 6-man tag. Ugly. Eva Marie. Mauro Supremo. Uglier. Charlotte and Tamina faces for Drew. There you go, Drew.
I never said anything about Tamina, but she's pretty spot on about Charlotte.
Okay, she's not like any worse than Tamina, dude.
I know. I don't care anymore. We can just move on from that.
Well, I have a favorite commercial for the night.
Woo.
And I'm not sure if I really want to admit this, but I guess I'm going to. I'm interested to see that movie, The Boss.
Oh, god damn it, dude, really?
It looks funny.
You just lost so many points in my book.
Dude, it's rated R. It's probably funny. Like, that's what confirms it to me. Like, if that was a PG-13 movie, I'd be like, oh, it's probably so lame, and it'd make it look cool, and it's probably really safe in the theater. But the fact that it's rated R, I think it might actually have some balls and be funny.
Probably just her balls.
Maybe.
That'd be okay. If she was revealed to have balls in the end, that would be a funny twist for the movie.
I will say, my favorite commercial is actually a Sonic commercial tonight.
Oh, that one with the robots?
Yeah. It's only going to be perfect if the next one is the 2 robots instead of them.
Oh, that would be fantastic. If that was like a running gag campaign, they do those.
Turns out the robot's going to be the next Kentucky Fried Chicken mascot.
Oh, God.
Jim Gaffigan's definitely the worst one out of all of them.
All right, guys. Time to do the games. So, for those of you, if you're tuning in for the first time, we're going to play a series of games. And the loser of these games will have to read the plugs in a manner of style that the winner will choose for them. It could be something funny, it could be something embarrassing, pretty much however they want them to do it. And we do a number of different games here. We're going to be debuting something new in just a moment, but first we're going to do an old favorite that we do pretty much every week. It's a game called Tap Out. The way this one works is that I am going to give them a category, and players will take turns saying an example from that category until they exhaust the topic. When someone cannot think of an answer, they will tap out and be eliminated. Last one standing wins. Got it, fellas? You remember how this works. Played this a lot.
Yep.
All right. So, Tony won last week by default. And I think
Tony
before
too.
the last person to win was Drew. So our order will be Tony, Drew, and then Wago. So let me just pull up my little thingamabobber that I had here. All right, guys. So this week's topic for Tap Out is WWE Celebrity Wing Hall of Famers. Tony, start it off.
Donald Trump.
Drew?
Snoop
Wago.
Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Fuck me.
Well, he's
Not
not in
too
yet
late.
either, anyway. He's
No.
not.
You said examples of one.
Yeah, but he's not in yet. So, Wago.
I forgot what his fucking name is. Drew Carey?
Tony.
Mr. T.
Wago.
Is Arnold in it? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Tony.
Mike Tyson.
Wago.
Pete Rose?
Tony.
Bob Uecker.
Wago.
William Perry?
Oh, you got it. I'll give it to you. Tony.
I think that's it, isn't it?
I think there's one more.
I can't think of any other ones.
Wago.
I can't think of any of us.
Did you guys say Tyson? Maybe I missed you guys saying it.
Yeah, Tony said Tyson.
All right, then, yeah, you hit them all. So I'll tell you what, you guys both get 2 points to start it off here, and Drew doesn't.
Good job, Wago.
Damn.
So let's see here. Wago, Drew, Tony, +2 for Wago, +2 for Tony.
Starting to look a little bit like Drew's going to do that Mulaney impression.
Right, let's just put the fix in.
All right, so what we're playing this week is called Name That Sweet Chin Music. The way this is going to work, guys, is I'm going to play about a 1-second clip of a wrestler's theme music, and then you will have to guess which theme song it is.
Oh, I was hoping you'd play 1-second clips of Sam's super kicks and be able to decide whose it was by the sound.
That's what I was going to go with. I'm like, Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens,
That'd be pretty cool, too.
Del Rio.
There's so many fucking super kicks there, you could do it.
All right, guys. So, Tony, you're going to go first on this, since you are one of the winners of Tap Out there. Whose theme song is this?
Shit.
Savio Vega?
That was Savio Vega. Oh, yeah, you got that.
I was
No,
not expecting Savio
that's
Vega to be that first one.
Song.
Huh?
I hate that theme song.
You hate that theme song? No, it's fun. It's
I like this other
Caribbean.
version better. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
That is that.
Yeah, the one that was before that one, where that's a little fancier.
Oh, really?
I'm with Azalea. It did sound a lot like Luke Harper's.
He does need a repackaging eventually.
All right, Wago, your turn. Whose song is this?
What money?
Shane McMahon's.
That's Shane McMahon.
What money? I'm global dollar and roll with about 50. Like to go out smelling fresh and looking spiffy. Don't like clean money. I want my rich.
Now Drew's will be like a random riff from another track, and it'll be like, "So Drew, what is it?"
So if I
Can you, elaborate, was this one of the ones where if you get it wrong, you lose a point, or if you pass it, it
that's
doesn't
what I was
matter?
about to ask.
No.
Unless it's Drew.
Yes, it's true, and then you lose 5 points.
If Waco or I get it wrong, Drew loses 5 points.
All right, Drew, your turn. Whose song is this?
I think I might know who it is.
Oh, really? I ain't got a clue.
Can I ask to hear it one more time, or is that a no?
I'll give it to you on this
Give
one.
it to him.
I don't know. I give up. I don't know that one.
Tony?
I'm going to guess because you brought it up the other day that this is Brutus Beefcake.
That is indeed Brutus Beefcake's theme.
I knew it. I knew you would put that in here.
Yeah, I snuck that one in there. All right, Tony, I'm going to give you 1 point for that one. So, this one is actually for you, Tony, so let's see if you can get this one. Whose theme song is this?
Oh, God, that sounds so familiar. Play it again.
It must be Daniel. It must be Wahoo McDaniel or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Wago, any idea?
I ain't got a clue.
Drew?
Would I be wrong if I said it was the WrestleMania theme?
It's not the WrestleMania theme.
That was good.
That was Big Boss Man's theme, Hard Times.
I should have known that.
Yeah, I was shocked no one got that one. It was a little bit of an odd part on that, but I purposely did that.
I wouldn't have thought that his theme had woo. First thing I thought was like some odd version of Flash Funk or something.
I hope mine's as easy as my last one, where it's just like Undertaker's donk.
Well, let's see if you get it. Wago, whose theme song is this?
Can you play that again? I wish I could figure out what the fuck he was saying at the start of that. Was he saying? I have no idea. It sounded weird.
Drew?
I know this one.
I'm not taking a chance at that. I don't fucking know.
Tony,
whose is it?
Man Cold Steel.
That is indeed the Man Called Sting.
Oh, fuck. I heard that the other day. Someone had like the lyrics of the song and it made no fucking sense.
Oh, they're fucking terrible.
They're really amazing.
So should we just assume that you're just doing Hall of Famous then?
You could think that, sure. I mean, Brutus Beefcake's not in the Hall of Fame, but he should be.
Oh, yeah.
Neither is Savio Vega.
Oh, wait. Fucking Brutus isn't in the Hall of Fame?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Fuck.
Even like we know
Man
he will
Cold
be.
Brutus.
All right, Drew, this is the last one. Hopefully you can get yourself in the game here, because currently you have 0 points.
Ooh, man.
Drew, whose song is this?
Oh my god. Can I hear it one more time?
No.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, you're right. It's fuck.
No, I know Tony knows it, and he's gonna let me know what it is, and I'm like, I should have known that, but I'm gonna pass.
Tony?
I actually don't know it. The first thing I was thinking of was Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Wago, you should know this one.
I actually am not too sure. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What? You're right about the riff part.
What clip did you fucking play?
That right there.
Oh,
How the fuck
didn't
did
even.
I not get that?
Yeah, the what do you say part should have been a giveaway. I must have not heard that.
You know what I say about me not knowing that? Shrug.
You point the fingers to yourself, said, "Who doesn't know it? This guy."
All right, so let's add up the points here. We got Drew at the bottom with a rousing 0 score.
I think that's bullshit. I think it's like 7.
Wago has 4. Tony has 6. Yeah, so Tony, I think this is like 3-4 weeks in a row. I don't know.
You might not be able to see it right now, and I hope that you're not able to see it, but I'm raising my hands in victory.
Hope you can't see it.
Tony, put some pants on.
You might not be able to see it.
I don't know if anybody set up any webcams in here.
I don't know if you're anything like that pizza commercial. You're just not wearing any pants.
As long as you don't get hit like Vader.
All right, well, we got the chat dropping lots of suggestions for how you should tell Drew to do the plugs, but...
Oh, that's bullshit. Wago just got back. Why are we doing him?
Because I didn't lose the game.
Yeah, you did. You didn't win.
That's
It's
true.
all about the game and how you should head and lose it.
Tony has the option to pick Wago, but I think everyone knows he's picking you. I mean, you got 0.
Tony, do the right thing. Wago just got back.
But Tony, I might feel really up to like being a pain in the ass next time we do an
Yeah,
episode
but
of
he didn't fill
Smack
out. Yeah, but he didn't. He's not,
I might sigh and complain during every segment, and you think I'm bad before, I can be really bad.
Hey, Tony, I don't think he didn't support the bracket and your website by not filling out a bracket, so I think he should be doing it.
Wow. Drew's really stretching there.
Hey, he didn't support it. You did.
Bracket of what?
If
Bracken de Deutsch.
And Peyton, if you win, you'll get that cool T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm not winning at this point.
Oh,
Can I pick Peyton to do the plugs?
In fact, I didn't. In fact, think about it this way: by me stepping out of the tournament, it gave more chance for our fans to win.
That's
Oh,
true.
that.
Friggin' Tony being greedy and winning his own T-shirt.
Tony's like, "Fuck, I'd buy one of these."
Even I can't get one for free from these damn websites.
Right. So, before I make my choice, I'm looking through the chat here. Silent Widow Doom says one of his suggestions is to do it as Coco Beware. One is to do it like he just woke up from being dead for 3 days. So I'm really curious about that
It's
one.
an Easter reference.
I'm going to leave it up to the two people that I don't pick to be able to do this. So, Peyton and Wago. How should Drew do the plugs?
Whatever happened to Mulaney?
Well, they got Mulaney as an option. We got Coco Beware. We got the whole Resurrection.
We got Yoda.
Oh, Yoda.
I don't,
Yeah,
want, I
Yoda's
don't want him to do Coco Beware because I'm afraid where that'll go with him.
Kalen says Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Oh,
is-
man.
Oh.
I think Snoop Dogg might be the way.
Yeah, Snoop Dizzle's good.
Okay, yeah, Snoop's overwhelming, I think.
Smoke weed every day.
Go for it, Drew.
as Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Ooh, Snoop Doggy Dog.
Snoop Droogie Dog.
Hey guys, it's me. It's Snoop Doggy Dog up in the hizzle for shizzle. If you want to go to the shizzle, you go to smartupmoment.com where we smoke weed every day, but Tony doesn't because he doesn't do that kind of stuff. Just letting you know. And then something with Wago and something with Peyton. I fucking give up with all this shit.
That was just Mellow Drew. That was not Snoop Dogg.
Dude, you should know I don't have any good impressions, so.
Alright, no, he's gonna fucking do something else.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here on the air until you do it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
fine.
you didn't say our plugs, you gotta figure something else.
Huh. Well, hang on. Let me. Snoop Dogg.
Like Kalen's coming in the chat.
Is that the real Snoop Dogg?
Real Snoop Dogg's so authentic.
Snoop Dogg sound.
Snoop Dogg soundboard.
I just feel like doing Snoop Dogg is just doing a hood rat impression.
A hood
No.
rat impression?
A hood
He's a
rat.
dog, not a rat.
Oh, he's at Seth Rollins.
He also might be a lion. Yeah, do a Snoop Lion impression.
What's a Snoop Lion impression? Does he just roar before he starts smoking weed? Soup Dog.
Any day here, Drew.
A soup dog.
That's what
Soup Dog.
Vasily said. Drew Soup Dog. I like that.
Doodle for doodle.
Snoop.
Alright, Drew, anytime.
I know. Give me a second.
1.
That's Snoop Dreidel.
Soup Dreidel.
All right,
All right,
ready,
Drew.
Andrew?
Ah, sure. All right, ready? Hey, yo, it's Snoop Doggy Dog, and I'm at your front door. It's 1, 2, 3 in the 4. Go to smartoutmoment.com where you see all of Tony Mango and me moving my mic closer to my mouth just to do this impression, yo. If you go Stephen Wago, you go to Stephen Wago. No Waylon. He doesn't like to be called that. Go to Wago, StephenWago.com. It's his Tumblr page. And you go to Mega Power Charity and shit happens there as well.
Jesus Christ.
Snoop Dogg's got the munchies and he's eating his mic.
Yeah, that sound right there. It's that same sound you hear at the beginning of "My Name Is" by Eminem. Hi, my name is. All right, well, that was fucking stupid. All right, folks. Well, if you had fun with this show, this was a fun night. Be sure to join us every single week following Raw. As soon as Raw goes off the air, tune to MegaPowersRadio.com. Next week is going to be extra special because it's going to be the night after WrestleMania. biggest Raw of the year, and we're certainly going to be having a big show here as well. So make sure you're tuning to Mega Powers Radio as soon as that Raw finishes. If you can't make it, though, we are available in a number of ways: iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, TuneIn Radio, and all those links can be found just by tuning into smarkoutmoment.com, #1 website for all things you can find for wrestling content. I was typing. Stop typing! All right, folks, until next time, I'm Mike Payton for Drew Wyatt, for Tony Mango, for Steven Huego. We'll see y'all on the flip flop.
Drew, you suck. Drew, you suck. Drew, you really fucking suck.
Yeah, Drew sucks. Yeah, Drew fucking sucks.
Fucking terrible. Weird pickle. He is fucking awful. Yeah,
Drew fucking sucks.
Weird pickle. Weird pickle. Drew is a weird pickle.
He sucks.
Everybody, it's Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. If you want to have a priceless experience, then you'll stay tuned to Mega Powers Radio. And remember, everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.